just lift your top like that. It's not hard.
Oh, Jesus.
What's going down? Well, I'll tell you what isn't going down.
What isn't going down?
I'll tell you what's not going down.
Oh no, this isn't a link to the... It is.
This ain't going down, but it will be soon.
Oh! Hello, by Simon. Hello, PropDog Live on a Friday. Obviously, well rehearsed, well planned. A lot of work has gone into this Friday Live, unlike some of the others. So you'll be pleased to know I'm on point. I know everything about all of the new products, and I haven't just been sorting out a customer who you can hear leaving via the doorbell. So I hope you've all been well. This is the first of the fortnightly lives, and it's just me, I'm afraid. The ever so gorgeous Mike Sullivan is down in Wales fishing, and the slightly less gorgeous Dave Bonzel is also down in Wales fishing. So yeah, I'm very sorry about that. So if you tuned in for either of those two, they ain't here. Hopefully, probably in 2 weeks' time, talking about all of the sea bass or mackerel or whatever it is you get in the river. Sea. They've gone sea fishing, yeah. So wherever you get in the sea, I don't know, crabs. They'll tell you all about it. So it's just me. And the other thing is, obviously, we had some wonderful stuff in, and it's all been sold. So I'm going to be describing quite a lot of the new products rather than actually showing them to you. Which is a bit awkward. So if you have got any questions that you want me to answer, whether it be about magic or I don't know, astronomy, then I'll give it a go. You can ask me some personal questions if you really want, and I can decide whether or not to answer them. But yeah, so I'll do my best to keep you all entertained for as short a time as possible. So here we go. Right, let's see who's here. You've all been waiting 2 weeks. Amber! Hi, Amber. Hope you're well. Hope you recovered. You had a bit of a bad... What happened to you, Amber? You hurt yourself, didn't you? But I hope you're okay. And nice to hear you here. Hi, Robert Van Buren. Hi, Amber. Again. Hello, David Anderson. Better late than never. I know. So, customer in the shop. Had to do the post. When you're here on your own, it's weird. Because obviously, you know, you can't be in two places at once, so it's quite tricky just to drop off the mail, serve customers, get the camera ready, all of that jazz. So I've left this light on. I hope that's okay. Yeah, so it's all very tricky, and so sorry about that. And I've just realised the microphone's on the wrong setting, so if there's a problem with the sound, let us know. How's week at PropDog HQ? Ooh, well, funnily enough, so Mike's been away all week. Dave's been downstairs, the laser cutter wasn't working, and it's been hot. Apart from that, it's been a regular week. Where were you last week? So, Robert, we're doing them once every 2 weeks now. Hopefully, I'll try and get into the habit of filming some midweek reviews. I can stay late and stuff like that, and do them in the evenings. So that'd be easier than doing a live, because this is actually quite an awkward time to be doing them, strangely enough. So I'm not quite sure why it was picked back then, but I suppose it's the start of the weekend, isn't it? So yeah, so hopefully there'll be some sort of more weekly reviews that I can record ad hoc. But yeah, fingers crossed, especially when we've got more of the new products in. We'll see. Afternoon, John Middleton. Hello, PropDogs. Hello, Kevin King. Hello. Looks like you've been busy, actually, Kevin, on your old Facebook page, so that's good news. Please remove that nostalgia from you. It's too tempting, says Adrian. Do you know what? I might remove it, Adrian, by actually taking it home with me today. I think it's growing on me. I think it is a really, really good trick. Who didn't take the phone off the hook? Well, that would be me, wouldn't it? Hang on, bear with me 1 second. Hello, hello. Let's start that all over again. Sorry about that. Yeah, nostalgia. If you haven't seen it, it's the Vision. What's it called? Visionmatics, whatever. Very good. Matty Golly, sat in Egypt, loving the sun, and now loving PropDog to you. Like, is this going to be another PropDog live where you're all on your beautiful holiday destinations? Okay, I'll take that. Happy Friday. Hi, Chris. Hope you're well. Hi, Jordan. Going past me today, going to watch the Oracle system in a bit. Yeah, it's good, that Oracle system. Very funny. That is, strangely enough, so people don't realise how the short lifespan that a product usually has. And the Oracle system has been a nice ticking over seller for a fair few months now. So it's obviously good. Hi, Andy. Ifty, watching from Bangkok. Here we go. This is all I need, isn't it? You see, so you're all in exotic locations. Okay. Watch it later. Party time. Good for you, Ifty. Have a nice time. How's your boat, Alex? Is it still afloat? It is still afloat. The rain was quite useful, obviously, because that gives me. We had some pretty heavy rain. That gives me some clues as to where it's still leaking before the winter. So I've got lots of patching up to do. I still haven't put the doors on because I'm petrified that they're not going to fit. So yeah, and also I'm just making a thing for the gas locker downstairs as well. How big is the Hubble telescope? Well, it's very big, very, very big. Probably meters. Thanks. Really, I knew someone was going to bring in something like that. And now someone's ringing me on my mobile. This is all going very well. Hey, Kevin. Hope you're well. Haven't seen Kevin for a long time. If you don't know Kevin Crooms, he's a very, very good close-up performer. Very funny. Yeah. Hi, Kevin. I haven't seen you for a long time. Bonjour from France. Oh, for God's sake. Is anyone not on holiday? That would be lovely to know. Hans, nice to see you, Alex. Was sometime since last time. Shelves behind you look scarily low on stock. Yes. I've actually been trying to pad them out. Yep. So with Dave moving to Wales and everything else, we're trying to sort of reduce the amount of stock. So obviously sometimes, we've got 12 of a certain thing in stock, so we're trying to reduce it down. So there you go. So yep. Why don't you change lives to another day? That is a very good question, Andy. But the thing is, the flow of customers into the shop isn't set. So we are a proper walk-in shop, as you know. So we don't really know when people are going to come in. And Fridays, I suspect, are traditionally quieter than they have been of late. So it's a strange one. But at the same time, also Fridays, we usually would have had a Murphy's delivery sort of earlier in the week, so it would give us some time to learn the tricks. But we've actually, the Murphy's ordering has shifted as well. So yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe we should try it. Is Dave checking up there? Thanks. Yeah, that is possibly it. He's probably going. I bet he's left his phone on. I'll ring him during the live. It's not me ringing Jonas. Okay, Jonas, I bet it is. You just don't know it, don't you? It's a butt call from Jonas. Yes, says Amber. My wrist was in a brace. Had an X-ray. Not broken, but there was a shadow. Oh, okay. Yep. Oh gosh, it does sound painful, Amber. Get well soon. I hope it's all out of the process soon. Afternoon, says Eamon. Hi, Eamon. Watching from South London. There you go. You see, Kevin, you're back in the country. Yeah, I'm pleased. It's very nice this time of year, though, isn't it, South London? To see the Eamon, see live again. Oops, this is the second part of the message. iPad has a life of its own. Still not me ringing. Says Jonas. Right. Anyway, I shall ring. Oh, shall I read one more? Well, I'm in Southampton, and like your boat, my garage flooded in the rain. Well, I hope. What have you got? Anything valuable in your garage, Adrian? That's the question, isn't it? You see, I bet your books are inside, nice and safe. So I've had to move everything from anywhere near the side of the boat. I've had to move a little bit further in so it doesn't get wet. Right, so I suppose I should probably mention some of the dregs and dross that has sifted in through Murphy's that passes as new magic tricks that you may or may not want to buy. And what can I say? So the first one is Tactic by Adrian Touchard. So Tactic, I can actually show you this. It is It is the reveal. So there you go, in a tub of Tic Tacs, or not Tic Tacs, obviously, as the case may be. In this case, it's Tactics. Very cunning, switching around there to get around. I guess to get around copyright, and also the label's been cut short. It's all right. I mean, it's a card reveal. It's a card reveal for far too much money. That's what it is. It is $33.99, which is the really big problem. It's quite fun to shake. So you show that they're all mixed. Give them a shake, and they reveal their card. Obviously, it's stuck at the 7 of diamonds, so you can't repeat it for friends and family, really. So that's a bit of a loser there, really. Can't really see a professional doing it. And for $33.99, I don't imagine a hobbyist is going to want it either. But there you go. That's Tactic. It's a card reveal. It's an expensive card reveal that you don't want. Okie doke. Right. On that cheery note, Jordan Davis got a one-way deck for a really nice reverse any card at any number style trick, and a Svengali deck for doing Compass by Ollie Mealing. Good shopping. Walter's not on holiday, but Walter, don't you live in Florida anyway, Walter? So that's pretty much a holiday destination, isn't it? So really, you're always on holiday. In Sweden, the holidays and vacations have come to an end. School has started again, and most people are back at work. Most people, but not you, Jonas, I'm guessing. Katie Hall says, hi, I'm here. Hi, Katie. No, you've taken your picture down. Hi, Alex. Are you going, so this is Adam Evans. Hi, Alex. Are you going to the Magic Circle convention in September as a guest? Be great to have a pint with you. No, I'm not going. I might. I'll tell you what. So I might go. They've got a dealers thing, haven't they? So they've got a dealers hall that you can go in if you're just a member. You don't have to buy a ticket. So I might go and check that out to see if there are some old books or magic books or something that depends if it's dealers, doesn't it? I suppose. That I might try and lay my hands on. But other than that, no. The thing about that was it was one of those things where they said it was going to be a convention. They said it was going to be great, but didn't give any details of who was going to be performing, who was going to be lecturing, or anything. So, you know, until I know what I'm going to go and see, I'm not going to put my money down. So, there we go. Jonas says, can we talk about the 3D deck? We can talk about it, Jonas. If you've got a question, let me know. I suppose the big thing about the 3D deck is why? Just why? Why would you? I know you can. No one in their right mind is going to carry it around. You know, you've got to carry that around. You've got to carry a deck around. It's just not it. It just doesn't seem very practical to me. It doesn't seem very powerful to me. You're probably just going to use an Omni. You know, why not just use an Omni deck or anything else? Just it's just an idea. It was just an idea that he ran with, and I think someone probably should have told him that it's pointless. Right, Chris Watts. Watch this from my private villa in Spain. I bet you'll not. Not on holiday, don't have a villa, but what could be better than being at home with a couple of biscuits watching the wonderful Alex? Oh, well, I hope they're ginger nuts, because we all know I've been testing out, and they are definitely the best dunkers in the world, because they also make your tea taste that little bit ginger, which is terrific. Katie, received my ring flight evolution. Thank you so much. That's great, Katie. It's a wonderful trick. Make sure you perform it. I was talking to, I can't remember who we were talking to. There was a customer who'd been putting off buying. He had a ring flight, hadn't used it for age. You know, never had the guts, I guess, to use it. Little bit of a tutorial from Dave for a couple of minutes, and he was, you know, dead excited about just getting out there and performing it. It is a wonderful trick. Is a ring flight. After watching Tactic, made it for £1. Yeah. Yes. Fair enough. It probably looks like Tic Tacs as well. Yeah. Oh. Alan Stubborn says, thanks for placing the item I sent back. Great service as always. It's a pleasure, Alan. Well, I'm not considered as people. Okay. Sam Jones. So Sam came in the shop with Rebecca earlier this week. He says, great to see you the other day. Looking forward to receiving my Flick wallet next week. Yeah, so the thing about the Flick wallet is, yeah, so I did check the video for the Flick wallet. If you haven't seen the Flick wallet, it is it's like it's a wallet that you hold up in sort of two parts, so it sort of dangle like that. You have a card here, you flip it, and it reveals another card. Looks absolutely amazing in the trailer. Looks so visual. Couldn't work out how it was done really. I was genuinely fooled for it. And then noticed that some frames had been removed from the trailer, which, having watched the tutorial, it does look very good and very visual, genuinely. So I think the frames are probably there to stop people figuring out the method, or that's why they removed them. That's probably certainly what they're going to say. I did have a little word with Murphy's about it, because I do think it's naughty to show an effect with frames cut out, especially if it's a visual change like that. And even if people knew the method, if you buy it, you're going to know the method. If you don't like the method, you know, I think this hiding, not letting people know what they're buying, is a, you know, of course, it's one of the great pitfalls in Magic, and why everyone's got a drawer full of stuff they're never going to use. Let people know what they're buying. You know, we certainly do it with the mystery blocks and things like that. You know, so you know if you're going to use it, you know if it's appropriate for what you're going to do, you know if you can do it. Seems a complete con to me. No one would make that wallet if they know how it works. Yeah, if you're paying £130, I think you should probably know exactly what you're buying first. So that's one of the advantages of having the shop. Of course, you can come in and check it out and play with it and see if it is your cup of tea. The angles, obviously, if someone's standing behind you or can see the back of the wallet, that would be a problem for you. But the actual flick change is pretty good. Yeah. So I think you probably can get away with it in person and on video without removing the frames. It's just a shame they've done that. It just causes an element of distrust to me, really. And I don't think it's going to make any difference if, I mean, especially for us, of course, as a proper walk-in shop thing. People can come, they can buy it, they can go, well, if that's how it works, I don't want it, and bring it back. So it doesn't make any sense to me to hide the method necessarily. David Anderson's, how's the stand-up going? Well, I haven't done that mysterious joke again since. I haven't actually done another gig since that one. Written some more material, and I've expanded a few of the other topics that I talk about. So yeah, hopefully I've just got to start getting another gig. But I'm enjoying it. I do some magic. I've always got some magic to sort of hang some tricks and some comedy on should the other stuff fail. So you know, I've never really sort of died completely. I think that was the other thing about the joke, was you know, it was nicely sandwiched between two solid pieces of material, so it was fine. But it's good fun. It's good fun. If anyone hasn't tried doing stand-up comedy, you really should. You can learn an awful lot about performing and yeah, timing, writing material and stuff like that. It really probably does really help your magic, I think. 3D deck, great for collectors, said Danny Tingley. I know you hate them, lots too. Yeah. I had a chance to check out the Dean Nielsen Dean's box. Well, I'll show you the quality of it. Maybe 1 second. I've got so here they are. This is it really is a beautiful, beautiful box. It's really well made. It is incredibly sturdy. All of the grain goes round and matches up nicely. Craftsmanship by Lupe is amazing. Really, really good. The hinges are really strong. It's all very firm. Look at the depth of that wood there. It's a serious prop. And you've got the doors you can open up, and you've got the curtains, and these are screwed on so you can change them, but they're also much stronger curtains than I'm used to seeing on the Dean's box. And it's lovely, and you get a nice braided cord and the rings for it. If you don't know the routine, it's based loosely on, so I think the original idea probably goes back centuries, but Paul Curry was the first person, I think, to use it as a magic trick. It's in the back of his magic book, Beyond Worlds, I think it's called. He just throws over his shoulder and does it behind his back. Dean Deal took it. No, someone else did it. Someone else changed it as well. Someone else did something before that, and then Dean Deal took over and created this box. It's lovely. It's wonderful. It's a sort of building routine. When I first saw it, I was flummoxed. So very, very nice. If you're going to do a parlour show and you want to bring out a nice prop, this is it. Here they go. So it's the best part of it's 400 and Adrian will correct me. So £472, something like that. But it's lovely. Lovely piece of craftsmanship. Lovely box. Yeah, can't go wrong. It's very easy to do as well. So that's another important bit. There you are. All right, Harrison. Yeah, I'm just filming the live. That's all right. Do you leave the tea bag in? No, Ramber. No, you shouldn't leave the tea bag in. No, that is. Oh well, unless if I've gone to the swimming pool, I sometimes borrow a cup of tea at the swimming pool, and they make it very weak otherwise, so they leave it in. I ask for it to be left in. So when buying one, I sometimes ask them to leave it in, but not at home. No. Not magic related, but gravy or curry sauce with your chips. Would I get dirty looks if I asked for ketchup? You know, curry sauce and chips is a thing. It's quite an amazing thing, isn't it? That is very, very difficult. Harrison, curry with your chips, gravy or ketchup? Mayo. There you go, Kevin. It looks absolutely amazing in the trailer. I guess you're according to Flick. Yeah, no, so Flick does genuinely look good. It does look good, but they've cheated in the trailer, which, since that's what most people are buying it from, I think that's wrong. Will you be stocking the updated re-release of Fair Play by Paul Harris? Yep, I'm sure we will. Yep, in fact, I could almost try and dig out my old one. It got very battered. That was. I don't know if they fixed that issue, but I had it on my keyring as a bit of an everyday carry. Got the living daylight scratched out of it. They are ginger nuts, says Chris. Well done, Chris. Good choice. Fantastic piece of mentalism. This is something you will be releasing soon. Funnily enough, I do the old crumbling biscuit gag with a funny kicker. I think it's a funny kicker. Anyway, someone mentioned that they'd never seen him there before. But anyway, yeah. Can you split the flash string PD is selling into thinner strings? Yeah, I think you can. Without looking, I think you possibly can, Jonas. I'll double check. If you want to send us, I'll ping you, Jonas. But yeah, I think you can. But that's just from memory. Will you be getting the Turner decks back in stock? Which Turner decks are you talking about, David? Oh, the Richard Turner, the gold standard. No, I don't think we are. We used to get them in. They ran out of reds almost all of the time. So I don't think so, or not at the moment. I've said I haven't got any order at the moment, so probably not. The reason I got the one-way deck is for a trick called Failure at Any Number by Victor Pineapple. Oh, I'll look it up. Let us know when you have a stand-up set on YouTube, says Dave. Yes, I think the problem is some of my yeah. I mean, there might be some people that I don't want to see my comedy. There's a fixed box version 2 now at £50. Oh, interesting. By the same people, Nigel. Interesting to know. Lupe needs to sort out Dean's box, but she will make another batch next year. Yep, she was very kind to send us ours. So we've got 6 in stock, and she made sure that we got them. She's a good friend of PropDog, so we're very lucky. £492.99. There you go. Not cheap, but quality. They certainly are. Right, so here we go. So this is, let me move on. Let me talk some magic very briefly. We've got Cheeky Lips by Alexis Touchard, which you might notice. So he has released something else, and I can't even bear to get it out of the packet. Yes, it's a card. You get some gimmick cards. One's got some lips printed on it. One's got some lips with a card printed on it. One's gimmicked with some attractive stuff, which has a card printed on it. If you can do a Mercury card fold, and you haven't got a trick to do with the Mercury card fold, then I suggest you look for one other than this. It's all right. It's all right. I mean, it does work. It's just, I mean, you just wouldn't do it really in the real world. Would you bother carrying around 2 extra cards with lips printed on, just so you could do this trick? Probably not. I thought it was quite fun. I mean, it is quite fun. It is quite cheeky, but again, big problem is it's $36.99. It's $36.99 for a vaguely funny card reveal. Yeah, not for me. Probably not for many people, if anyone. But it does work. If you can do a Mercury card fold, then check it out. Maybe it is your cup of tea. One thing about doing a Mercury card fold is if you can't do one, just learn one. Just sit in front of the TV with an old deck of cards and just fold the living daylights out of them. And I reckon by the time you've got to the 52nd card, you'll be good enough to do it. It doesn't take long. It doesn't take long to learn. You do it on, always do it on an offbeat. In fact, Cody Fisher's a good place to learn it from. He does it in two phases. It's not as hard as you think, and it opens up a world of card to impossible locations, card to mystery blocks, card to lips on your key ring. You know, you can do anything with a Mercury. You can do so many things with different Mercury card fold. So do that. In fact, buy this just so you learn a Mercury card fold. There you go. That's Cheeky Lips by Alexis Touchard, which is right up there with Tactic by Alexis Touchard. Right. Yeah. Gosh, $36.99. That is something, isn't it? That makes this. That's when you realise value for money, and this is. Right. Craig Petty just rang. Have you got the Nomad Ring 3 in? No, we haven't. To be honest, the problem Nomad Ring 2 was so problematic that I've just been put off it. I think people will just end up returning it. I don't know, Andy. If you've heard great things, if you think it's worthwhile, then you can convince me, and I'll get it in. But no. Yeah, the gold label ones. Yep, sorry, David. Yeah, I suddenly caught up. Suddenly, when you went Richard Turner, I was thinking of another Turner, who I can't think of now. Yeah, no. So not getting them in. Hey, Frank. How are you, Frank? Frank Valenti, very good magician, very good card man. Hope you're well, Frank, and I hope you're enjoying the weather. Yes, Flickbox, same creators. Okay, well, we might get Flickbox in. Mark Kavanagh, watching from Amsterdam. Of all of the things you could watch in Amsterdam, Mark, you've tuned into me. I am touched. That is amazing. Right, is that all of the for you? Okay, well, we're whizzing through the amazing stuff that has arrived. So we've got Cafe Nero, which it's not Cafe Nero, Cafe Hero. By Ian Bailey and the 1914 gang. Is it 1914 gang? Yes, it is 1914 gang. Ian Bailey, 1914 gang. So this is something I really like. Okay, so it is simply what it looks like in the trailer. You're all well aware of the principle. The cards are really nicely made. They're really quality. Do they look like they've been stamped? They don't quite that. You know they're printed rather than stamped, but they're good quality. They will last a lot longer than I thought. I feared it was something that was going to wear out very quickly. There's a couple of effects you can do with them. You've obviously got that well-known principle as well. I think it's fun. I think it's fun. I think it's a good trick. You know, if you like what you see in the trailer, then go for it. It is only $24.99, so I think it's well worth it. I thought these would be flying out. They've gone quickly, but they haven't flown quite as quickly as I thought. I don't know what's putting people off. Maybe because they just know how it's done and they're not interested in buying a secret. But I think it's a nice little trick with a nice little hook. So well done, Ian. I think you came in and showed it to us before the release, if I seem to remember. But then you obviously got together with 1914, and it's very nice. I think it's a very nice little product. It's a good little effect, easy to follow. Everyone goes to coffee shops. Everyone's had those cards stamped. So yeah, no, really like it. $24.99 Cafe Nero. Vanishing Ink have limited edition. Yep, there you go. There you go. That should sort you out there, David. Alex, it was a joke. Petty hammered on it review show. He binned it there and then. Yep, there you go. So I haven't watched that show, yeah. So if you ever saw Nomad 2, it was fiddly as hell and fell apart. So, yep. Poor Craig. He must have bought that. Can I review the Buena Vista Shuffle Club? Says Adrian. I would love to, Adrian, but someone bought my copy. If you know who it is, then could you get him to return it to me as soon as possible, please? So if you could tell me all about it, that would be great. So we had one copy in, and Adrian bought it. Extreme Burns now available from Murphy's. Yeah, we've got it. Oh, we did have it in stock. I think we still got a couple in stock, actually, Frank. Yep. Steve Weiser's watching from Seattle. And what's in the Nielsen tube on the desk? Nielsen tube on the desk? We've got a Nielsen box. No tube, Kevin. Unless I'm missing something. So this is the Dean's box, but yeah, nothing in it, surprisingly enough. Right, what else have we got to talk about? So Cafe Hero, Cheeky Lips. Oh, we had Ash in. Ash, where you burn the paper in the glass. You'll have to watch the trailer because we've sold our copy. It did look good. It did look good. Something certainly to play with. I only had a chance to very briefly look at it, but it certainly did what it said on the tin. And I think it's probably, I think it'll appeal quite a lot to mentalists who want to reveal something in quite a dramatic way. So yeah, I'd look out for that when it comes back in. $33.99. That's Ash. Check out the trailer. Unfortunately, it's very hard to describe, but a prediction appears on a previously blank piece of paper when you set fire to it. Yeah, nice, dramatic, you know, which is really what mentalism needs, isn't it? Because otherwise it's completely invisible. And then I think we're drawing to a close. We've just got, oh blimey, it's a very quick show, just got Ideal Meal by David Jonathan to talk about, $29.99. If you watch the trailer, I was going to try and put the trailer on the screen, but we got too busy. It is where he shows cards that have got meals and drinks from various different restaurants, and you get to choose which meal and which first course, which dessert, and which drink, and everything else. You get to choose from whatever restaurant you like, and they all add up. And you've predicted the correct bill, or the cost of the bill, which you can reveal either obviously with a fake bill, fake receipt from a restaurant, or by that certain amount of money, whatever, being in your wallet or anything like that. It's a very simple self-working principle. The cards, David Jonathan claims that these are the sort of cards that you might see a restaurant having. I've never seen anything like it. Plus the fact they come from 4 different restaurants, yet they've all used exactly the same style. Plus they've all got a whopping great big 15 quid written on the back of it. Absolute nonsense, absolute hook'em. If anyone believes that they are genuine restaurant advertising cards, they've taken their brain out and kicked all the common sense out of it, and then injected it with gullibility and squeezed it back in. It is certainly not that. It's certainly cards purely for that magic trick. And it is a self-working principle. You can't choose freely, essentially, because it's a mathematical principle. Obviously, they can only choose. They've got to choose something from each. So you get 4. So you've got 4 choices. You've got the drink, the starter, the main, and the pudding. You've got to choose one from each restaurant. So by the last one, you haven't got a choice at all. You've got to choose it from the restaurant that you haven't had previously, and it's always going to add up to the same number. So no professional in the right mind is ever going to use it, and any amateur who's going to use it can only use it the once, because it's going to keep coming out with the same result. So everyone's going to cotton on to that. It's not even fun. I don't even know why. So anyway, fortunately, we haven't got it in stock, so I don't have to sell it any more than that. I don't know. It's got great reviews or great testimonials from people who I feel probably should know better. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. You can watch the trailer and you can tell me but I just didn't make any sense to me at all why you'd do that trick. I think there's just this sort of crazy thing that hobbyists need a self-working trick with cards printed on it. It's just a little bit pants. You know, I think hobbyists are capable of doing the odd slight, doing the odd thing, and make it a bit more fun. Anyway, so that's Ideal Meal, $29.99 by David Jonathan, who has obviously gone off the boil recently. Don't get me started on his new card at any number either, because you know, there you go. So it hasn't been. I don't know whether I've been in a bad mood this week. Or the tricks have just been particularly bad. But maybe Alexis Touchard has just released 2 things in the same week, which has probably been too much for me. At least Peter Egging's had a week off. David Jonathan's messed up. And yeah, Tic Tac is a fine reveal. Ash is good. And the Flick Wallet is good. Plus we've got Dean's Steel Box, which I can highly recommend. Under the Binders Behind You. Dear, this is there really something here, Kevin? Are you just making me laugh? I've got something written on my back. What's going on? Under the Binders, Nielsen bottle. No, I can't. I think I'm being blind. Kevin, but I can't see it. New books in Luke Germain's. So Luke Germain's book came in and went out. It is literally that big. So it's less of a book and more of some, I suppose, tricks written up. But you've got the online version of the trick. So it's kind of a hybrid download, really. The book was very nicely printed and everything else, but it's titchy tiny, and I didn't get a chance to really look at it. I imagine it from what I gather, it's kind of simple card tricks that Luke performs on a regular basis and particularly enjoys as a hobby. If you personally, I think if you're looking for mentalist styling card tricks, you want to look in the Ben Blau catalogue category and Truth Fables and Asymptotes, 2 brilliant books full of some great material. I wouldn't perform them quite like Ben does, but they're very strong tricks. And I'm hopefully, if I do get a chance to read Luke's book, it's got that sort of similar vibe to it, and I'm sure it has. I'm sure they've sort of got a mentalist slant to it that you can sort of play much bigger than the method, really. So you should hopefully get a lot of bang for not doing very much with them. That many tricks sounds like Szechuan sampler. It might do, Jonas. I'll have to have a look. David Johnson does say that he's shown it to a load of people, and they have said. I think I guess he's shown it to some of the most well-read magicians in magic, and they've said that they haven't seen the principle done quite like that before. The principle has been around for donkeys and was instantly recognisable to me. So I guess the big question is maybe they knew it could be done like that, and why would you? But yeah, on your actual desk, Alex, I still don't know what binder. What? There's no Nielsen tube on my desk. I don't know. Oh, above the bin on the computer desk is the tube. Is the tube that he means? Oh, what over here? What the Nielsen? In this tube? If that's the tube you're talking about, you can say yes. Luke Germain's a book doesn't have the tricks. It has thoughts on the tricks that are taught on the download. So nice tricks, amusing to do, but the presentation makes it seem like lovely big tricks. I think that was what I was trying to say, Adrian, in my own convoluted way. So. Yeah, so I think I've spoken about most of the new stuff that's coming in. The Flick Wallet will be in coming in on Monday, so I'll get to have a little play with that, and I might do a genuine video, so you can all see exactly how that works. Other than that, I think we can have a quick competition. I'm sure I've got a pen and a piece of cards. Oh, I've got this. This book isn't on the website yet. Toy books, but I've just really enjoyed reading this lovely little book on mental magic by Jean Hugar. Obviously, you probably know him from Encyclopedia of Card Tricks and all of those, Royal Road and so on. And it neatly covers a load of principles of mental magic, from shiners to pricking the cards, stuff like that. Yeah, I just really enjoyed it. Some nice ideas on everything from, I can read through it. So you've got principles enforcing, key card, nail pin marking, pre-arranged packs, one-way decks, using your assistant as a medium, mind reading, forcing decks, marked cards, impression systems. Bearing in mind this was written back in the 1930s, so incredible that they were still they you know, if you want some cheap, easy homemade impression devices, it'll be in here. The mirror principles, predictions, card games, and a little bit on showmanship, and how to present mentalism as mentalism rather than magic. It's all held neatly within this little book that I shall put on the website as soon as possible if I don't buy it myself. So you might have to wait till next week to get it, because I might nick it. Lovely little book. I'm not sure how much it's going to be. There's a foreword by Steve Cohen, the Millionaire's Magician, in there as well. Really good. I don't think it's going to be much. It's probably going to be about a tenner. I think it's well worth anyone reading that if you're thinking of doing mentalism at all. Thoughts on Amiga by Max Major. I know it's an older effect, but wondered if you had an opinion. Yeah, Daniel, it's great. It's one of those things that is quite a lot of money for what it is. So you could simply just use Sven Pro or with Mirage Deck, whatever. So you can, it's good. It's good, I suppose. Yeah, no, it's really good. Not desperately. Yeah, a lot of people liked it. It's just, yeah. What am I trying to say? It's very good. I'm not sure it's worth the money. I think it should probably be more around £15, really, to tie in with a regular Mirage deck or Invisible deck or anything like that. But there you go. You could probably, I mean, you can literally almost just use a Svengali deck if you wanted to do that trick. Chris says, afternoon, Chris. I think you might be just in time for the competition, which will hopefully might even take me up to almost finishing in an hour. And I still haven't packed up downstairs and everything else. So it's been one of those days. But thanks for bearing with me. And look at that, I've got 4 likes. Probably the sound of the competition brought up a like there. Right, here we go. Need to get a pen. Harrison, can you look on that desk? There should be a pen. You could throw it over to me. Amazing. Right. Here we go. Right. So time for a quick competition. Thank you, Walter. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's one of these things. I wasn't expecting today to be busy. Yesterday wasn't very busy. Today has been madness. So, Harrison, could you come pick out a couple of 2 cards for me, please? You want me? Just pull out and select any 2 cards you like, but just keep them face down for the time being. Amazing. Well done. Right, so everybody, I'm about to type go, and as soon as I do, you can all... Oh, what's happened there? start naming your cards, whichever cards you think they are. Have a good guess now. I shall time a minute, and we should get going. Hopefully you've enjoyed the show. Dave will be back mid of next week. Mike's back on Monday, but there won't be a live next Friday. It'll be the Friday after that. If there is something legacy-wise in the shop that you'd like a midweek review of, then ping me an email, and I shall do my best for you. Otherwise, I shall try and review the new stuff as it comes in on Monday before it all sells out. And hopefully there'll be some good stuff next week. I am looking forward to the Flick Wallet. I think we've sold most of what we've got coming in on Monday already. And other than that, I can't think off the top of my head what is good. Hopefully there'll be a new copy of the Buena Vista Shuffle Club, which I might be able to review for Adrian. So fingers crossed. Steve Weiss has gone for 2 cards there, Steve. That's very good. You don't have to name both of them, just one of them. But if you do name both of them, you've really aced it. So there we go. Right, I think that is nowhere near a minute yet. They're all still coming in. So Harrison, yes. Any news, Harrison? Anything you want to tell anybody? No. Okay. Good. You see. So we've had Simon Lipkin was in earlier, and he's just done a YouTube interview with Craig Petty, which is well worth checking out. He's got some interesting stuff coming out with Penguin shortly. But it's quite a fun one to watch. Simon hasn't been in Magic that long, but he's really made huge strides into it. He's on the council of the Magic Circle, as well as being a very busy close-up performer as well. Mentalism is his main thing, and also he just makes mad, silly gimmicks, which he shows some of the things that he thinks of and that he makes at home in the video. And he's also encouraging you and tells you places to look and just ways of just having a go. Just try and create something and just see where it goes and have fun with it and not worry too much about how good the end result is, which is a really good tip. Really, it's one of those things that if you worry that what you're making isn't going to be very good or it's going to look, a bit amateurish, that can put you off trying. But actually, if you come up with something amateurish, you've still made something, and it might be worth you investing more time and making it better second time round. You will learn a lot just by having things to go. So he does encourage you to do that. So I'd really like you to watch that video. I think it's quite interesting. Right, that's the minute up. So I'm going to write stop now, and please do stop after the stop. Anyone putting in something after the stop won't be counted, won't be verified, and just won't count. Right, let's go to the top. And let's find out what. Oh, there we go. So Chris McLean, 9 of clubs, 7 of hearts, the 7 of hearts, and the 10 of hearts. So no to Nigel Quinn, no to Chris, no Gary, no. 5 of clubs, 10 of clubs, ooh, 7 of diamonds, 2 of hearts, Queen of spades, 3 of clubs, 3. Andy Tingley, Simon Keane. Are you in the same room? 9 of diamonds, 7 of hearts. James Howells, congratulations, James. You are the first with the 7 of hearts. You get to choose something from the Facebook prize giveaways. Do make sure it's in stock, but I shall be, and I shall send it straight to you. If you don't have your address or you've moved recently, just confirm that. But I'll send it out to you on Monday. Oliver, oh, so close, Oliver, so close. Just a little bit too late. Adrian, 4 of clubs. What are we looking for? Just a 10 of hearts now. Another 7 of hearts. Oh, come on. 10 of clubs. Oliver, you can't keep guessing, mate. 10 of hearts, 10 of hearts, 10 of hearts, 10 of hearts. Ooh. Oh, gonna have to. Oh, 10 of diamonds, 10. Right. Okay. So sorry, Oliver. Obviously, I didn't explain the rules, but it's just one card per person. Otherwise, obviously, we could have one person just naming all 52 cards. So I've got to find out the closest to the 10 of hearts now, which unfortunately I might have to disqualify you, so your 7 won't count. But I must be looking for a jack or a 9 or an 8 of hearts. Who's it going to be? Oh, well, it does actually look like. So I'm going to take Oliver's first. I'm going to take Oliver's first guess. So I think I didn't explain the rules. I didn't say just one card. His first guess was the 7 of hearts, which, funnily enough, although being one of the other cards, is also the nearest card to the 10 of hearts. So congratulations, Oliver, on your first ever entry. You have won. So I shall explain. If you go to the PropDog, the front homepage of PropDog, down at the bottom, you will see Facebook prize giveaways. Pop in there, choose something, and just email me at info@propdog.co.uk the price that you want, and I shall send it out to you, Oliver. I do believe you've ordered from us before. But yeah, if you don't think we've got your address, then let me know. And that's it for the live. Unless there's any questions in the time it takes me to put these 2 cards back on the deck, I shall say ta-ra. And I hope you all have a lovely, lovely weekend. And we shall see you in 2 weeks' time. So bye.